Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a blitz game between Anand and Garry Kasparov. This game was played in Geneva, Switzerland in 1996. Anand had white pieces and he started with e4. Garry Kasparov played c5, the Sicilian defense. Knight to f3, d6, d4, c takes on d4, knight takes on d4, knight to f6, knight to c3, a6, the Najdorf variation. White to move. Bishop to e3 was played. Bishop to g5 is the most played move. Bishop to e3 and now knight to g4 attacking the bishop. Bishop to g5, h6, bishop to h4, g5, bishop to g3, bishop to g7, bishop to e2 attacking the knight, and Kasparov defended with h-pawn. Bishop takes on g4, bishop takes a bishop attacking the queen, f3, bishop to d7, bishop to f2. Kasparov played knight to c6, queen to d2, perhaps considering to castle queenside, knight to e5. White is now choosing between castling kingside and castling queenside. Anand decided to castle kingside. Perhaps if he castled queenside, black would have more fun. It's a knight to c4 and b5 coming. So we have castling kingside, g4, f4, attacking the knight, knight to c4, attacking the queen, queen to e2, rook to c8, b3, knight to a3, knight to d5, e6, kicking the knight back, knight to b4, queen to a5, attacking the knight, queen to e1, h4. Black is standing better. Bishop to e3, h3, g3, knight to b5, rook to d1, knight to c3 attacking the rook, and the pawn on e4, and another threat is queen takes knight. Knight to d3, queen to c7. Kasparov didn't want to take the rook because of this continuation, although this is playable for black. We have queen to c7, rook to c1, and Kasparov won very important pawn. White has a weakness on the light squares, and black queen would love to end on g2. The game continued. f5. It makes sense to open e5 because black didn't castle. But Kasparov doesn't want to open the e-file. Black is better. But now Anand found an interesting continuation, which gave him a chance. f6, sacrificing the pawn. Knight takes on f6, knight to f5, attacking the bishop on g7, bishop takes on f5, rook takes on f5, queen to c6, threatening checkmate on g2, queen to e2 defending. Well, until now Kasparov didn't castle, but his king is safer than the white king. Do you agree? Queen to e4, rook to f2, knight to d5, rook to e1. Anand is on the ropes. It so happened that this is the critical position of the game. Black to move. How would you continue? Well, black could have castled. That is one way to go. Another way to go was to take with the knight on e3. Instead, Kasparov played queen takes bishop. He missed something in his calculations. What is it? Please pause and find the best move for white in this position. Did you pause? What did you find? Did you find this move? Queen takes on e3. If you did, that is what Kasparov was expecting. But there was a surprise. Anand played the best move. Queen takes on g4, forking the rook and the bishop, at the same time attacking the queen. Difficult position for Kasparov. Kasparov castled kingside. What else he could have done? Well, it seems that castling is the best move. So, this is the best move under the circumstances. Rook takes on e3. Knight takes on e3. Queen takes on h3. Knight takes on c2. Queen to d7. Knight to d4. It is a white move. Perhaps, if Anand had more time on the clock, he would play rook takes on f7. If rook takes on f7, then queen takes on c8 check, and after king to h7, queen to c4. Anand played queen takes on b7. This move makes sense too. And the move that is wrong is queen takes on d6, because then e4, and after knight to f4, e3. So, queen to b7 was a good move because e4 doesn't work for the obvious reason. Queen takes on e4. Kasparov played a5, king to g2, rook to c3 attacking the knight, knight to b2, the knight is going to c4, knight to c2, knight to c4, d5. Now this is not easy for white yet, because black has two pawns in the center. Knight to d6, knight to e3 check, king to h3, f5, queen to d7, f4, queen to e6 check, king to h7, knight to f7. Black to move. The knight is really annoying, and Kasparov decided to chop the knight. If say something like d4, then knight to g5 check, and after king to h8, queen to g6, and white is winning. So, rook takes on f7 was played. Queen takes rook, rook to c6, g takes on f4, rook to f6, attacking the queen, queen to c7, e4, f5, and now d4, queen to e7, attacking the pawn on e4, rook to h6 check, king to g3, knight to d1 attacking the rook, rook to f4, e3. White to move. White played a move and black resigned. What would you do? Please pause and find the best move for white in this position. Anand played rook to g4, and Kasparov resigned. There is no sensible defense against queen takes bishop on g7 checkmate. Kasparov lost, but he kept his poker face. However, there were some experts in reading a body language who were saying that there were some tiny things from which they could read that Kasparov slightly lost his cool. These are the things. He threw his chair through the window, kicked Anand in the shin, and knocked down the arbiter. Apart from that, Kasparov controlled himself very well. Kasparov's coach later apologized to Anand, saying that he is blaming this incident on an overdose of the chamomile tea. Anand said it didn't hurt him because he was wearing soccer shin pads just in case. Wow, speaking about the total game preparation. And what did we learn here? Well, don't overdose yourself with a calming tea before the game. And what if you don't like my joke? Well, that's okay. Once, I even like my own joke. And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.